Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. As we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here.
Now play fake. Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Trey Lance keeping it himself from 10 yards away. Well, the Bengals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Slide is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Slide out to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Every question I was cutting like 3 seats. I used to go top right to a CD link. Got you around that like the hands in the zone.
The carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Gets past one man, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now Bennett to throw again. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the field.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
We said it before the game. I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
That wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Bennett to throw on second down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Dobbs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
In the coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
I can't get nobody.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now they'll run on the draw. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
For his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of time.
That was first down pickup of 8.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
Now he's got him knocking on the door in the red zone. Right back to him on first down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the run.
And he's given it. Touchdown. Bengals. Cooper Kupp from 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now Bennett to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in his first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Bennett now on 3rd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Gay, bro.
3 scores down, not even halftime yet. They have not getting much generated offensively, they've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Falling off fucking superstar.
6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Shit cool.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Why the fuck does he keep going?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. 22 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because we're recording old Smokey and the Bandit Lair. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So we're at halftime in this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. And this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, it's Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Want to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This from 44 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time it forced him to take him to 3.
They did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Bennett. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A solid stiff arm. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. On the draw is Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They find some open field here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off. I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. On second down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down movement. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They run once more with Taylor. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go, set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He'll take it at the 42. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he is going to lose yardage here. One win down, still 3.